If it had ended, we would not be here.
Please subscribe to our channel. It's that time of year again, the temperature is dropping, festive decorations are going up, e-commerce platforms have slashed prices for Cyber Monday. It's mean the holiday season has arrived. When you're in the mood to indulge your inner naughtiness, these are the 10 best Christmas horror movies to watch. Number 10. Wind Chill. Emily Blunt stars in a chilling story about a college-age woman and her classmate who become stranded on the side of a snowy, remote highway when they're driving home for holiday break. She starts to see a menacing figure, always accompanied by the song "Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree." Is he really out to get her, or is the cold just making her see things? Number 9. Dead End. A family tries to take a shortcut on the way to their Christmas Eve dinner, which turns out to be a grave mistake. Some supernatural/paranormal things seem to happen, but the true horror might be the extended time spent in close quarters with family. Number 8. Jack Frost. This Christmas horror movie follows a serial killer, named, of course, Jack Frost, who is transformed into a malevolent, sentient snowman. On the spectrum, this one falls more on the camp/ridiculous end, especially when you consider that Frost uses his carrot nose as a weapon. Number 7. The Nightmare Before Christmas. This Tim Burton favorite might not be especially grisly, per se, but we'd argue that the way it perfectly blends all things Halloween with all things Christmas totally earns it a spot on this list. Finally, a film you can watch with the kids. Number 6. Silent Night, Deadly Night. The 70s and 80s were boom times for Christmas slasher franchises, and this series is no exception. In the original Silent Night, Deadly Night, a 5-year-old boy is traumatized by the murder of his parents by a man in a Santa suit, only to grow up and do the same, going on a killing spree while dressed as Saint Nick. The film has gone on to spawn 4 sequels and a remake. Number 5. Christmas Evil. This slasher flick was very controversial when it was first released in 1980. Yet over the years, this campy horror film has become a cult favorite. It's about a Christmas-obsessed boy who, after learning the truth about Santa, grows up and eventually snaps, going on a killing spree in a Santa suit. Number 4. Silent Night, Bloody Night. Not to be confused with the Silent Night, Deadly Night series, this one is more of a gothic, spooky tale about a man who inherits a mansion that was once an asylum and wants to sell it. A lawyer travels up to the house to handle the sale, but a string of locals end up dead, and the murders have something to do with the history of the house. Number 3. The Curse of the Cat People. This film follows a man named Oliver and his new wife, Alice, who moved out to the suburbs after the events of the last film and had a 6-year-old daughter, Amy. But Amy is lonely and withdrawn, and, around Christmas time, she wishes for a new friend, and her wish is granted, though not in the way she intended. Number 2. Krampus. Everyone knows the rules of when Santa Claus is coming to town, but this film explores the lore of the lesser-known anti-Santa, the Krampus. During a terrible winter storm, a family is stalked by the beast and his evil elves. They may struggle to break the curse, but the true torture remains being stuck with your in-laws. Number 1. The Legend of Hell House. Based on Richard Matheson's 1971 horror novel, Hell House, The Legend of Hell House kicks off a week before Christmas Eve when a group of researchers opt to spend the lead-up to the holiday in a haunted house. Specifically, this house belonged to an alleged murderer and sadist thought to have retained the spirits of his victims within the confines of his walls. A prior cohort of researchers inexplicably died during the last attempted investigation of the property, and the only survivor has opted to come back to solve the mystery. So that's the 10 best Christmas horror movies. I hope you like this video. Please leave a comment and subscribe to this channel. See you in another video. Bye.